What should teenagers these days really start paying attention to as they're about to turn 18? How you organize a day without the structure of school. That planned environment is going away fast, and some of your peers are really going to struggle with finding their pace and motivation. Also, procrastination is a bitch. You are now risking real jail time. Develop healthy habits now. Proper nutrition, a steady sleep schedule, regular exercise, etc. You are in a fantastic position to build a healthy lifestyle that will elevate your quality of life for the rest of it. It is much, much harder to change existing unhealthy habits that have been established for years. Most people aren't able to. Give yourself the best chance for a lifetime of health and happiness now. Taking care of your physical and mental health before you fall into the trap of "I don't have time for it." Really sit down and think about how you can better yourself for your own sake. Your data trail online. Old Instagram and Facebook posts can come back and haunt you during future interviews. Authorized user is sort of a cheat code in the credit world. If your parents have decent credit and take care of their shit, see if they'll make you an O on a card and then lock the card up in a box. Being O makes the credit history of the account show up on your credit report. If financial responsibility is a big deal in your house, this can have some major advantages when you're trying to get started. Be social, but remember, friends will come and go. Don't invest in people that won't invest in you. Relationships. As soon as you hit 18, things start becoming real. Don't get married without being sure of your future spouse, don't go unprotected during sex, don't get into a relationship where your other half will get you in trouble with the law. Learn some basic cooking. Learn how to wash clothes, hang them up, do ironing, etc. You may be moving out soon, so practice the skills you will need. Imagine all the things you would have to do if mom and dad weren't around. Then start practicing them. Draw up a budget. Look at how much to rent in the place you want to live, add in food and elec and mobile phone and internet. Don't forget to add bond too. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, but don't risk mistakes that will severely compromise the rest of your life. What I see, across cultures and countries, is an enormous pressure to be perfect, so high that no one can ever possibly meet the pressure. So, people make mistakes, as they should. The problem is that the pressure to be perfect makes all mistakes seem the same. Risk losing some money. Risk making relationship mistakes. Risk losing friends. Risk losing a year. Those are fine. Don't risk 6 figures of debt, which means student loans without a degree, good major, and good GPA to show for it. College is a great investment if you also put the time and effort in to succeed. Don't risk disease. Don't risk death. Don't risk pregnancy. Don't risk drug addiction. Don't risk a felony conviction. Take the kinds of risks your 25-year-old self will laugh at. Don't take the kinds of risks your 25-year-old self will curse you for saddling them with. Edit, clarifying that I'm not saying college is a bad investment, just that you should be smart about it and also put the effort in to make sure the investment pays off. Listen to your desires and dreams. I'm 28. My goals and dreams now are vastly different than when I was 18. Listen to those changes. For a long time I kept chasing a dream almost because I felt I owed it to my younger self. It's okay for your dreams to change as you age and your circumstances change. Who you are now will not be the same person you were at 23. And as you grow, listen to your internal monologue. Dreams and desire change. Grow with them. Learn how to take care of yourself. Take full responsibility for everything that is happening in your life. Create big goals and have a life purpose if you have one. Focus on saving money and don't buy stupid shit to impress people you don't even like. Traffic rules. Please, take it TF seriously. Smoking. Started with cigs so I could take breaks at work, construction, 22 now and can't quit vaping. Shit sucks. Getting shit together. 18 isn't the age you should be thinking you're a full-blown adult. Nah. You need to venture into the 20s for that. But between 18 and 21, you just gotta get your shit together. No matter what it is. Financial, mental, physical. Just do whatever it takes to make sure you can fully prosper from stressed-out teen to a battle-hardened grown-up. Taxes, how to vote, how to write emails. I've had to teach several first years at my university how to do this. Credit cards. Networking for job prospects. Seriously, just getting out and building a social network can help so much, especially if you're networking in the same field as you're going into. Don't be afraid to walk away from a job person that's toxic. Start saving now, so you can walk away. Community college is your best friend. Go there before doing the last 2 years at a 4 years. Trade schools are just as viable. Ain't no shame in being debt-free at 22. Making 60 plus 3 to 5% of all income should go to retirement starting now. Go open a Roth 401k. If you're plagued with debt and existential dread, please consider these at the bare minimum. Clean your teeth twice a day with a soft extra soft brush plus fluoride toothpaste. Hard brushes are inefficient in cleaning small crevices and are prone to sanding away your enamel. Floss 2. Apply physical sunscreens containing titanium zinc oxide for any amount of sun exposure. Chemical sunscreens are effective but will cause tanning and pose a higher risk of free radical damage. Keep hydrated by leaving full water bottles around your desk or workspace. Turn it into a routine rather than an exception. Incorporate legumes, whole grains, and vegetables into your diet. Otherwise, the constipation will force you to spend more time on the toilet and lend a higher risk of anal prolapse, hemorrhaging. Other declines in quality of life. Get those ES, bro. Chronic sleep deprivation will shorten your life expectancy and predispose you to depression and anxiety. Hug your heckin' pet for that free oxytocin. Delete social media accounts if you can't keep it in your pants, literally and figuratively. I'd personally say student loans. Don't major in a field where your student loans equal twice as much as your starting salary. Medical law may be exempt. Roth IRA. Getting a job and a driver's license, if you don't have one already. Being a YouTuber is not a career. It's not for everyone. You can send nudes without being illegal anymore, but use this power wisely. This doesn't apply to teenagers specifically, but the sooner you get a good routine the better. So I would say learn to take care of your teeth and don't forget to floss. It's easy to look over flossing and not do it, but it's so important. In future you will thank you. Edit. For anyone interested in learning proper technique for flossing, https://youtube.bit/4. Learn how to learn. Most of us had no idea how to do taxes, get a mortgage, vote, fix a broken electrical socket, etc. You just need to know where to go to learn things, and I think the younger generations are already exceptional at finding information. But there's some sort of learned helplessness people have, especially those who didn't have to learn things while they lived at home, where if something seems confusing or hard they give up versus actually searching out more information. Sometimes YouTube is great, sometimes you need to call an expert, sometimes you need a class. Example: check Personal Finance to see how many people post about not understanding their car loans or mortgages or just giving up on filing taxes for years because it's hard. Just learn about things before you jump in. Decide if college is actually for you. There are many jobs that are going to be automated in your lifetime. Jobs that will be last to automate are labor jobs. Start a landscaping company, a pool cleaning company, a plumbing company, an egg heater repair company, or any other labor-type job. If you start young, you have the potential to make $60K plus after only a couple years without putting yourself on $40K plus in debt. Obviously this route is not for everyone, but don't sleep on it just because everyone up until this point has said you need to go to college. Politics. You're old enough to vote. Currently the 65-plus crowd dominates elections. They'll be dead soon. There are more of you than them. It's your future. Don't buy into the turd sandwich versus giant douche apathy. Select the politicians you agree with. Literally everything that happened to you in high school doesn't matter. Like sure you've heard unlikely dismissed that while you were going through it, but the sooner you accept that, the faster you'll start to act like an adult. Also, if you're a dude, 23 seems to be the year everything goes to hell, but keep on and shit will improve. Careers that have lasting happiness, financial stability, and ways to move around in a field to prevent or in case of burnout not cooking is what I'm trying to say.